Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Alexa for another podcast. Now, this series is quite simple. You are going to hear a small text based on a fun fact about me, Alexa Polidoro. Now, if you landed here just because the algorithm took you here, you may not know who I am, but I'm a French teacher, Alexa Polidoro from Learn French with Alexa. Now, stick with us, okay? Because you're going to do an exercise, a listening exercise. I'm going to run you through some grammar as well as we go along. Let's listen to another fun fact about me, Alexa Polidoro. I'm going to ask you a question after the first reading of this text and maybe a second question if we've got time. Listen very carefully. Écoutez attentivement. Noel Gallagher, vous savez, le chanteur du groupe de rock Oasis, et moi avons une chose en commun. Et non, ce n'est pas mon talent musical, malheureusement. Nous partageons le même anniversaire, c'est-à-dire le 29 mai. Par contre, Noel Gallagher a 4 ans de plus que moi. Bizarrement, c'est aussi la date d'anniversaire de John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Okay, this is another fun fact about me. As you know, this whole series of the podcast is all about fun facts, about Alexa Polidoro. Not that people care, but I thought I would use that as a subject for my text. Anyways, here's the first question. Quand est-ce que je suis né? Quand means when. Quand est-ce que je suis né? Now, je suis né is the way in French we say I was born. Bizarrely, we're using suis, am, I am born. So you may wonder, but why when I say I was born in French, we say I am born? That's because the verb naître, to be born, is used in the passé composé, as in the past tense, with the auxiliary verb to be. And when we do a passé composé, we use an auxiliary verb in the present tense and we add a past participle. Ha! I've lost you, haven't I? Well, let me rewind. Now, je means I. Suis means am. Né, N-E-E in that case, is born. And né here is a past participle of the verb naître. Naître, which is considered as a movement verb, weirdly. And all the movement verbs are using the auxiliary to be in the passé composé. So, can't translate it by I was born. No, can't do that. In French, you have to say I am born. And weirdly, and this is a fun fact, not about me, but when you use to die, it is also constructed the same way. So, if you wanted to say, I am dead, or I died, not that you would ever do that because you'd be dead, but imagine, I died, it would be, I am dead. Okay, so je suis mort, because the verb is mourir. And mourir is also considered like a movement verb, and therefore in the passé composé is used with the auxiliary verb être. Okay, so in order to answer this question, quand est-ce que je suis né? When was I born? Listen to the text one more time. Listen very carefully. Noel Gallagher, vous savez, le chanteur du groupe de rock Oasis, et moi avons une chose en commun. Et non, ce n'est pas mon talent musical, malheureusement. Nous partageons le même anniversaire, c'est-à-dire le 29 mai. Par contre, Noel Gallagher a 4 ans de plus que moi. Bizarrement, c'est aussi la date d'anniversaire de John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Right. Can you answer when I was born? Did you hear that in the text? Yeah. Le 29 mai. The 29th of May. But we said the 29 May. Le 29 mai. C'est la date de mon anniversaire. It's my birthday, the date of my birthday. Can you tell me when yours is? Quelle est la date de votre anniversaire? So to answer this question, you would say la date de mon anniversaire est, and whenever your birthday is. Now, here's the second question. Est-ce que Noel Gallagher est plus jeune que moi? Is Noel Gallagher younger than me? Now listen really carefully and tell me oui ou non. Noel Gallagher, vous savez, le chanteur du groupe de rock Oasis, et moi avons une chose en commun. Et non, ce n'est pas mon talent musical, malheureusement. Nous partageons le même anniversaire, c'est-à-dire le 29 mai. Par contre, Noel Gallagher a 4 ans de plus que moi. Bizarrement, c'est aussi la date d'anniversaire de John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Okay, so to answer, est-ce que Noel Gallagher est plus jeune que moi? Is Noel Gallagher younger than me? Now, plus jeune que, more young than. Plus vieux que would be more old than. Now, this is called a comparative, okay? Plus adjective and then que, okay? And if you had moins plus adjective and then que, it will be less than. Now, can you answer whether Noel Gallagher is younger than me or not? Well, in the text I say, Noel Gallagher a 4 ans de plus que moi. What does that mean? Noel Gallagher is 4 years older than me. Il a 4 ans, 4 years more than me. Il a 4 ans de plus que moi, okay? When you're going to give your age, you don't say, I am, for example, 35. You would say in French, I have 35 years. So, j'ai 35 ans. So the same goes for, well, he is 4 years older. You would say, he has 4 years more than you. Donc, il a 4 ans de plus que toi, or que moi, for me. In that case, to answer the question, is Noel Gallagher younger et plus jeune que moi? Then you would say, non. Noel Gallagher est plus vieux que toi. Il est plus vieux, is older by 4 years. Okay, so this is quite difficult, okay? Fun fact, Noel Gallagher was born in 1967. That tells you my age now, if you've listened to the text. I am not going to reveal my age unless you're very good at maths. Well, you don't need to be very good at maths to work out how old I am. Okay, anyway, we're going to read it one more time, okay, with the translation to help you a bit more. And that should become much clearer. Noel Gallagher, vous savez, le chanteur du groupe de rock Oasis. So Noel Gallagher, you know, the lead singer of the rock band Oasis, le groupe de rock. Et moi avons une chose en commun. So Noel Gallagher and I, and me, we have, nous avons, une chose en commun, one thing in common. Et non, ce n'est pas mon talent musical. No, it's not my musical talent. You know, malheureusement, unfortunately, malheureusement. Nous partageons le même anniversaire. We share the same birthday. C'est-à-dire, which means, le 29 mai. Le 29 mai, the 29th of May. Noel Gallagher a 4 ans de plus que moi. Noel Gallagher is 4 years older than me. Now remember what I've said. When you give your age, you need to use avoir. So, j'ai 30 ans. I'm 30 years. J'ai 50 ans. I'm 50 years, and so on. Okay? Do not say je suis 50 ou je suis 30. Doesn't work in French, okay? Now, Noel Gallagher is 4 years older than me. Okay? Bizarrement, strangely, bizarrely, okay, c'est aussi la date d'anniversaire de John Fitzgerald Kennedy. I can't say it. It is also John Fitzgerald Kennedy's birthday, okay? And Latoya Jackson, by the way. just in case, you want to know. We did some research on what famous person was born on the 29th of May. Right, so we've read that text. We've listened to it 3 times, okay, and we've translated it, okay? Now, what I want to emphasize on 2 words, malheureusement and bizarrement. Now, malheureusement means unfortunately, and bizarrement means strangely or bizarrely. Now, these are called adverbs of manner, okay? And the way we create those, we have to do 2 things. Take an adjective, malheureux, which is unhappy, okay? In order to form malheureusement, what we've done is that we take malheureux, the masculine adjective form, put it into its feminine adjective form, which is malheureuse. And all we need to do afterwards is add ment, malheureusement, unfortunately. And so we do the same for bizarrement. Bizarre is the adjective, il est bizarre. The feminine adjective of bizarre is bizarre because it ends with a ni anyway. And we add ment, bizarrement. Now, can you form an adverb using rapide? Rapide, and that means fast. Now, rapide is the adjective. What would be rapidly or fast? Rapidement. Exactly. Okay, you get it. I cover how to form in great detail the adverb of manner. And I also run through tons of different adverbs as well in my complete French course, Learn French with Alexa, which you can find at learnfrenchwithalexa.com. And if you don't know who I am the YouTuber Alexa Polidoro from the very popular YouTube channel Learn French with Alexa. That's it for me. Au revoir. À bientôt. Bisous, bisous.